should be on your what? Okay, so weight distribution heel to toe, where should it be? No. Do you play sports on your heels? If you wanted to move quickly, where would you move from? You'd move from the middle of your feet. You wouldn't move from your heels. Your weight starts in the middle. As you go back, your weight should move into where? Right heel. Should feel like your weight's moving back a little bit. Alright. So look at your setup here. This is your head, your spine. This is your club shaft. Let's see how you do. Club goes a little inside, right? That's a good position at the top. The face of the club is a little bit closed. So the face is parallel to the ground. That means it's shut a little. So what are you going to have to do? Shut face players need fast rotation. It's okay to have a little bit of a closed face, but you have to be very fast with your hips. If you're too slow with your hips, the face is going to close too quick. If the club drops under the plane here, see how it's under the red line? That's okay. Remember how you were hitting a slice for a long time, so this is better. All you got to do is clean up your takeaway. The club head needs to stay outside your hands. So at the first parallel, the shaft should point in the middle of your chest, be between the elbows. It should be there, not underneath. That's exactly what you were saying earlier, remember? So that's what I want you to do. You guys understand that? Madison, you're the same way. Madison, your club face is closed at the top of your swing. The face of the club is parallel to the ground. That means the face is shut. It should be on a bit of a 45-degree angle. But it's okay. You have a strong grip. Your lead wrist goes into this position and it'll close the face. There's plenty of good players that do that. You just have to have athletic rotation. You got to go fast. So watch Ben on here. Watch his club go back. See how the club stays in between his elbows? The club head stays outside his hands. So the shaft is directly in line with the center of his chest. That's what you've got to do. Alright. So you guys understand that? JD, you do the same thing. You take the club too far to the inside. That's an on-plane takeaway. Why is that on-plane? Because the shaft of the golf club, which is the angle that's established when you address the ball, when he takes the club back, there is no manipulation. Give me the club. There is no manipulation. If I stuck the club into my belly button and I turned my chest, there is no manipulation of my wrist, hands, or forearms. I'm not rolling. I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is turning, and the shaft stays exactly where it starts. Does everybody understand that? That's an on-plane takeaway. That's how you take it away. If you take it away inside, Will does this, JD does this, Fanny does this. You guys all need to get it more here.
I said I was practicing it.
I know. It's okay, guys. We all have faults. I have swing faults too. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. And there is no such thing as a swing fault if you do it every time. If I swing like this every single time perfectly and the face is square, that's not a bad swing. That's a reproducing swing. So a swing that works, works. You know what? There is no pictures on the scorecard. When you shoot 65, nobody tells Matthew Wolf he's got a bad swing. He goes like that. Nobody told Jim Furyk $54 million later that he plays with a terrible golf swing. He's got a repeating swing. Now you can see the club face is a little more neutral, parallel to his lead forearm. You guys understand that? You guys haven't taken geometry yet, but you know what parallel means? What's parallel? Two lines that never cross, that the distance stays the same. So if my lead arm, if the face is parallel to my lead arm, what does that mean? It means the face is in line with my lead arm. Is that club face in line with my lead arm? Yeah. Is that? It's parallel to the ground, right? So watch this. If I come down, look at the face. What do I have to do to get rid of that face or square that face? That way. It's the only way I can go. So the more shut I am, the more tilt I have to square the face. You'll never see a guy that has a shoe shut face that doesn't tilt this way. Because they have to. They have no choice. The only way to square the face from here is to tilt this way. Watch Will. He's that way. So you have to know what works. And you have to know how to fix your swing. Every swing's right if you know what your blueprint and how to fix it. Madison, you don't swing the same way as Fanny. Fanny doesn't seem this way. Your arms are different lengths. My arms are shorter than my height. I have to bend more from my waist. If your arms exceed your height, you have less bend. You're going to have a flatter shoulder turn. If you bend more from your hips, look, how are my shoulders going to turn? They're going to turn on a tilted plane. If I stand up tall, how do my shoulders turn? On a flat plane. So if you have long arms and long legs and you stand tall, you're going to turn on a shoulder. You're going to have different shoulder turn. You guys understand all that? Don't worry about it. All right, so Fanny, your takeaway's got to get better and you got to speed up your hips. That's it. All right. I'm not going to do everybody tonight, but she asked me about the swing. We're going to get into this in more detail. The reason we don't spend a lot of time on the swing, if you can't chip from 15 yards from the pin, there's no use working on this. 65% of your scores from 50 yards. You guys can